Welcome to gym class. I'm Marcus, your inspirational, motivational speaker, aka Mr. Encouragement. Hey, do you got the focus that it takes to be where you want to be in life? Right. Today I want to talk to you about a different topic. I was doing a series called Caveman Thinking. And we only did one part, which was confirmation. The next part would be affirmation. But I had got this word focus to me, and it kept making me talk about it with myself. And I said, this has got to be some stuff that I got to put out there, because I was learning some things as it was coming to me. And I had to skip over the series that I really want to do with y'all, because the caveman thinking things that I have, for confirmation, affirmation, imagination, visionary, meditation, enthusiasm, and nourishment for the mind. And those are the things I call my caveman thinking. Now, I'm going to skip that portion today and come at y'all with the topic of focus. All right? The question is, a lot of people don't know how to focus on things and tasks that it takes to be accomplished. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the simple fact that we feel that time is not on our side. We have this uncanny ability to think that time is passing us by when time is the same as it is yesterday and it was 1,000,000 years ago. Time is not moving faster than we want it to be, or slower than we think it is. You see, time is moving at the same pace. It's us who has the lack in the ability to focus on something that time is getting by us so fast that we're thinking time is flying by, because we have no ability to focus, right? And it's hard to really focus on tasks that you really want to do. And I understand. Do you know that everything is vying for your attention? Everything is pulling for you to look here and look there and look over here and see what we got for you. And you listen to Pandora and you can't listen because commercials come on taking your attention off that and want you to focus on what they got. And it's so easily become distracted because we get in our emails, and the next thing you know, you're in one email and that email takes you somewhere out of the direction you want it to go. And then the next thing you know, you're going in another direction and another direction. And next thing you know, you're looking at celebrity gossip that has nothing to do with why you even opened your email. Right? No focus at all. The lack of placing your intentional intentions on something that you're doing. So what happens is that I learned that focus is also a psychological, what I call my PTA. Focus is also a positive thinking attribute. Why? Because if you focus on something, right? If you focusing on anything, a project, a goal, an accomplishment that you're doing, if you're focusing, guess what happens when you focus? Things get done. And that eventually affects your attitude, your outward. See, focus is intrinsic. It's an intrinsic attribute. It comes from the inside, inward expression that affects your extrinsic, what comes out of you, your outward expression, your positive mental. See, what affects your positive thinking attributes, the positive thinking attributes you place in your head affects your positive mental attitude. Attitude is something that is expressed outwardly, right? So when you're losing the lack of focus, you express that by showing that you don't know how to complete things, and it shows, because I can look at you and ask you, hey, let me see your agenda for the day. And if I look at your agenda and I'm seeing things that's not checked off on that list, then I got the sense to know that you have the you don't know how to focus. You don't know how to focus your attention on something that you need to get done. So focus is this. Focus determines your destiny. Focus determines your destiny. Again, like I said, I know so many things is vying for our attention. And the thing is this. You can be driving on the road and billboards on the side of the road are vying for your attention. And when you should be focused on the road, though, right? We should be more focused on the road, but we can't, because billboards are vying for our attention. Telephone talking and texting and eating are vying for our attention. Do you know that there are 660,000 car accidents, not deaths? 660,000 car accidents happen every year in the U.S. alone because of distracted driving. The ability to focus on the road. I'm telling you that if you focus on the things that you need to get done, if you focus on what you need to get done every day you wake up, then guess what will happen then? You will start to accomplish things, and you will start to say, well, the time is not getting beyond you yet, because you can see where your time is going. The time is on your side. You know that song, Time is on Our Side? Yeah, time is on your side when you're taking the initiative to focus on everything that you have to do today. And what I'm saying is, I like to say this, right? Anybody can be famous, right? Anybody can be famous, but it takes a lot of fame to remain relevant. Hear me out. Fame, 4 letters, right? F-A-M-E. Focus, attention, motivation, education. Focus determines your destiny. Attitude determines your feelings. Motivation determines how far you'll go. Education determines how far you'll grow. Right? But we're going to just stick with the word focus, right? So if focusing on something determines your destiny, what am I saying? See, we all want to be famous. Anybody can be famous. I'm telling you, here's your 15 minutes of fame. I'm going to give you 15 minutes of fame. Every day you get up, every morning you wake up, every day you get up, I want you to do this. I want you to spend 15 minutes on your tasks, your agendas, your schedules. Spend 15 minutes of fame, 15 minutes of focus on everything you have to do that day. And write those things down from the most important to the least important. And guess what? And don't get beside yourself if some of your tasks go undone. Because you can't force things to get done if it takes a focus to get them done. And more so if it takes for you to spend time in doing it. See, every project that you do takes the time. But you want to put the time and invest the time in it so you can get the best quality of or whatever it is you're doing. If you're serving something, or if you're a musical artist, you want to spend the best quality time on writing that song so it can be a #1 smash hit. You don't want to rush through and try to write a song just so it can be radio play and all of a sudden you just be heard. No, you want it to be a classic. And whatever you do, you want to think like classic. All your material should be thought from up here as classic material. This right here will take me into the future. This right here will push me forward. This right here will take my agenda and push my agenda forward over the top. This will push me over the top. Everything you do, you want to put in quality work. Focus, time, attention on that. Right? And when you're focusing on something, right, it determines your destiny. When you want to go somewhere, when you have a plan on going somewhere, spend 15 minutes every morning you get up writing down the things that you need to focus on. Write down what you need to focus on. Say, because the focus determines your destiny. You want to write down what your schedule look like. Write down your bills for that day. Just spend 15 minutes on doing that. Write down what you got to do after work. Spend 15 minutes when you get up in the morning and do that. So that everything that's on the most important get done to the least important. And if nothing gets done from the least important, all you gotta do is push it over to tomorrow and put it with the most important list now. Because in order to you don't want to put it off. You don't want to half-ass do anything. You don't want to put it off. What you want to do is go back to it and the next day, make it the most important and accomplish that, because you can't look things over and expect that it's going to take you to the next level. You can't just push things out the way and say, oh, I spent all the time I'm going to spend on it for that day. I'll do something else tomorrow. No. Finish and complete the task to see the job done. Right? See, you got to take the same task that you're doing into the next day and make that most important. Finish it, complete it, and then go on to the next one. Into the next one. And into the next one. So you can continue to see growth. So you can continue to see things happen. And what will that will in turn do? That will then affect your attitude. The more you get things done, the better your attitude becomes, because now you know how to become more organized. Now you know how to become more focused. Now you know how to be more disciplined. All these things are positive thinking attributes. All these things are the attributes of positive thinking that expresses itself outwardly in your attitude, a positive mental attitude. So you will become more organized. You will know how to be more goal-oriented, and you will know how to be more disciplined, and then you will know how to be more determined. Because when you get one task done, you get determined. Now you got determination. And now you think, oh, I can tackle the world. And now your determination turns into tenacity. Your tenacity turns into ambition. Your ambition turns into drive. Your drive turns into motivation. And your motivation turns into everything that you have dreamed about. And once you become that person that say, I will, listen, nothing will get in my way of doing this. I will not let anything come in and distract me from my focus. Like I said, all those car accidents that happen, 660,000 car accidents happen a year because of the distraction on the side of the road, texting on the phone, talking and reading, all those things, right? Because we have everybody's vying for our attention because we have the lack of ability to focus. See, let me tell you something. McDonald's know you know where they are. Burger King knows you know where they are. Wendy's know you know where they are. But they continue to put out commercials and drive it home for you. Why? To continue to get your focus off of the things that you're doing and on them. That's why they run commercials nonstop. That's why you see billboards nonstop. If you want McDonald's, you don't need a commercial to tell you where the McDonald's at. But they will continue to run the commercials on you to keep you focused on the fast food, the things that's not good for you. What happens is that 660,000 car wrecks happen a year. And what I'm saying to you is that if you do not focus, your life will become a car wreck. If you have the ability to focus on your task, your life will become a car wreck. And then you would say, where'd the time go? Well, the time ain't go nowhere. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. We all have 24 hours in a day. But the problem is you haven't focused on the things that you needed to get done. And the thing is this too. When you focus on tasks that you can get done, you will then see you have a lot more time than you really realize to do your activities. But you ever tell your kids, do your homework before you go outside and play? It should be the same thing for you. Take care of your business before you get to go and play and spend money on extravagant gifts for yourself. Take care of your business first. You know, make sure that you can keep the lights on. Make sure that you can budget money. Make sure you focus on what's important. Make sure you're focusing on the things that matter before you take your attention and put it elsewhere on the things that don't matter. And this is why our lives are a car wreck, because we just become like the billboard. We start to see billboards everywhere, and we're looking here and we're looking there, and we're not paying attention to anywhere we're going. We're not paying attention to anything we're doing, and next thing you know, we're running into people. We're bumper to bumper to people, causing all kinds of accidents. We're rubbernecking, goosenecking, and all that got you in a world of trouble. More money. It costs you more money. It's costing you more time, and it's costing you more of your freedom. And you wonder why. You say to yourself, man, where's the time go? Time is flying. No, time is not flying. The thing is, you're not getting anything done. And if you start to get things done, you will start to see you have more time. Because most of the things that you want to get done possibly only takes maybe an hour. Now, this is just my own theory by experience. Tasks that I thought would take me, man, this is going to take me 2-3 hours to do. And I'm pretty sure my daily task is not that far off from anything you must have to do. And I'm not saying I'm important or I'm less important. What I'm saying is that we both have the same amount of time in a day. And I noticed that when I spend 15 minutes every morning checking my focus, where I'm putting my focus at. When I spend 15 minutes every morning writing that list out of my schedules, my agendas, my things to do, and I write those out from the most important to the least important, and I start to see, okay, I got to do this, and I don't focus on anything but number one. Until I get number one done, I do number two. If I only get number one done, then everything goes over to the next day. I don't skip out on any of that. Why? Because I want to accomplish what it takes to get there. I want to accomplish what it takes to get there, so I must do the things that it takes to get there. I must focus on the list and the agendas that I have to complete, accomplish the goal. Okay? And I'm telling you, spend 15 minutes every morning on your focus list. Focus on the things you got to do. Write a list out and focus on just those things. Most important, least important. Okay? And you'll get a lot more accomplished. Hey, dig deeper to go higher, to live your higher calling and purpose in this life. God bless. Be a blessing. Have a blissful, successful life. Peace out.